And it's got, you wire it for regular. No, that's really out of my filter. Truck right behind, I mean right on our tail. For now anyway. Yeah, for right now.
Well then, we started this fuel pump video like 2 weeks ago.
We ain't had no luck.
What's been going on?
Well, I took the 3.5 off. It's really the one for Pat. So I found that my fuel filter was on backwards, and I don't know if that had anything to do with anything, but
Yeah.
and then I put my Aeromotive 1000 on that I've had for 20 years, and
Yeah.
here it is.
Yeah. It locked up, right?
It locked up. I mean, we flipped the switch on, had 78 pounds of fuel pressure.
It was ready to
I was
rock.
ready to go. Which I knew with this, I was going to be limited on, how much we could put to it or whatever.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it locks up. So I'm like, man, I don't know if I got a rock in there or what. So I take it apart, and it just actually came apart inside. It could be put back together, but I don't know. It's been on the Olds twice. I've had it
Pat.
It's been on Pat. It's been on a little bit of everything we got. So I really was going to put it on Mom's truck.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so I ordered a Holley 1800. It's a twin pump setup. You drive on one. It's 400 liters on each pump. And when you get on it, like we had our Aeromotive, it's a variable speed, or it will turn another pump on. I get one, I open the box and take the plugs out, and gas runs out of it, and I thought, well, maybe they just tested it at the factory, because I mean, I would think they have to test these things.
Yeah. Anyway,
I get it, and we put it on, mount it, hook everything up, flip the pump on, nothing. So I get out of there, make sure I got power. I check both pumps. Neither pump worked.
Yeah.
So take it off, send it back to Summit, order another one, because I wanted to get it ready for small town, because that's the first small town that the Olds has ever missed, ever.
Yeah.
Saturday, we're leaving to go to the spot.
Get the pump.
By then I was done, So we just take Mom's truck. Got home that night, and I was tired, but I thought, I'm gonna look at that pump. I sliced the box open it up, and it's not even a Holley pump in the Holley box. It's an Earl's, which I'm sure Holley bought Earl's.
Yeah, it's an Earl's used one.
So somebody bought a Holley 1800, put their old Earl's double pump in there, and sent it back. Summit never even opened the box. So anyway, long story short, two pumps, two used pumps, two bad pumps. So I thought, man, if that many of those are going bad, maybe that ain't what I want. So I just started looking, and I found a company called Fuel Lab. Don't know much about them, except it looks real similar to the way Aeromotive works.
Yeah.
So I got a pump that says it's 1,500 horsepower. So we're going to put that to the test.
Yeah.
I don't know. We ain't going to make 15, but we're going to make at least 1,000.
Well, if you didn't have bad luck that whole week, I don't think you would have had any luck at all. So that was just the weirdest week ever for you.
It's been really weird. So anyway, we put Matt's pump on, and you lowered my tune-up, because we're lowering our expectations of what's going to happen.
Yeah, we got like
then I got this pump
the same day or something.
I ordered it and got it almost the same day, and it's got, you wire it for regular. No, that's really out of my filter. You wire it regular, and then this one
The
is your
variable
throttle activated.
Well,
So we're gonna mount this under there, run my lines to it, and
hope it works.
hey, if we put it on the car and flip the switch and it doesn't work, I wouldn't be shocked. So,
Well, all right.
I guess there's only one way to find out. Though,
Yeah,
so.
let's jack. Okay. I'll just have to hook it. I'll just have to look at it.
Yeah, it didn't come with a very good wiring diagram.
Yeah.
So maybe we don't have it hooked up right. Maybe that's the high side. I wouldn't think so though, would you?
The what side?
The high side, or
It's positive and terminal and a negative. So
I mean, it's all on here.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah, we'll just have to do some looking, but I mean,
at
really,
least it's drivable now.
next thing we gotta do on this thing is drive it too. So.
Yeah.
Well, it's another 6:20 in the morning test drive for the hose. Just try not to lose my GoPro.
I'm gonna be watching that thing this time. We need a string on it or something. Yeah, we need a safety chain, you know, or something.
Every noise I hear, I'm gonna be looking back at it.
Yeah. What
much fuel up top. I don't know, you know.
So it went to 70, but it's the base is 61. It ought to be going higher than that.
Well, it's driving around.
At
Right now it's 53.
Yeah, so that's probably about right.
And it went to like 75. It added 20 psi.
I mean, they say this pump will do 125 psi, so
Yeah.
I mean, it hiked the front end up and was ripping. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I did
right.
short shift it. But if we'd have had that, whatever it's doing right now, if it would have been at the track, we'd have had
it-
trouble keeping it out of the 10.
It'd have blown right past the 10 out of that.
Yeah, I think it would have ran mid-9s anyway, you know.
We need to mount that.
I was thinking about just building a thing where we could still slide it out.
I was just gonna get like a piece of aluminum and bolt it from underneath, but have it kind of out a little bit at an angle, you know.
Truck right behind, I mean, right on our tail. For now, anyway.
Yeah, for right now.
Now that, it was still kind of cutting out.
It went to 22, and then when you shifted, it went to 18.
It's ripping. Hey, I don't know if they're wanting to see that action.
This thing runs so good. I told you that first day.
Yeah.
It made about 20 psi, and man, it felt great.
I wish I had this motor in the freaking Red Dragon.
Yeah, this thing is nuts.
I mean, I guess there's no sense in trying to shift it up there because it's not getting. I mean, that was at about 6,800, you know.
Yeah. I wonder what your rev limiter
I don't know.
is. I have your rev limiter at 7,700, so
Yeah, and I mean, we don't need. I
Like
probably
that-
don't need to be revving at that.
I kind of
high.
want to see what it makes on the boost or on the brake. I don't know if you want to set the brake right here. You go. Yeah.
Oh, gotta put it in low. Nah. Dang. That's a bummer. Yeah, we need to see what it's doing.
I took timing out of your. Does that have your boost retard or whatever? Or your boost builder? I had it retarded 12. I took timing out of that, so it's only retarded about 7 degrees whenever you get on the brake now. So I'd like to see what it makes. You know. I don't know. That's the best it's ran since I went and drove it, for sure.
Yeah. Well,
Fuel pump's working, everything's working on it too.
that's
So,
what's funny though. What's the temperature show on that?
yeah, 219.
Yeah.
Just 219.
It's so
on there.
freaking hot. I might have to change that 20-year-old fan, I guess.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that'll help it. It
I would
can't
change
hurt
the fan,
nothing.
but even my car, Cabron.
Well, I consider that drive a success.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna make this a separate video from the fuel pump video. I don't know. We just show you switching the fuel pump out real quick and then going and driving it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know, that's the best it's ran since I drove it the day that I was tuning on it.
Because the first day you drove it, I had a bigger regulator spring in that Aeromotive return regulator.
We didn't even have your full throttle thing hooked up that first day I drove it.
Right.
And it pulled exactly like that and went to 20 psi but there was no air or nothing involved, but it went to 20 psi.
And that's the
It
thing.
just
I
rolled.
pulled springs out of those wastegates.
Yeah.
And
On 12 psi, it was trying to make 26,
Yeah.
and on 4 it made 14, and then on 8 psi on
22.
top of the dome it went to 22, but stayed around 18, 19 psi.
and that's the thing. Just imagine that thing on 30 pounds of boost. If we
Yeah.
had everything right,
Yeah.
golly. I mean, well, we'll probably blow that cast crank smooth out of that sucker.
Wow. I don't know. That's a ripper. That's probably one of the fastest DX blocks I've been around.
For
you
a
know?
car you can drive 300 miles, there ain't too many with an Olds power that's going to run like that.
Yeah.
So,
The only thing we really got to do is figure out the cooling issue.
yeah. And, you know,
Yeah.
I've got some weird stuff going on that. So,
Yeah, I know.
I've got lines coming from the back to a marine style, you know, and it could have that could be all
Yeah.
of it. I don't know.
Yeah, but going 300 miles. I wish it was running like that when we were at cruising Oklahoma.
Yeah, we'd have had to drop to the 9.0 class or slow it
Slow it
down.
way-
yeah,
slow it
no
way
air
down.
on top of the
Yeah.
dome. Because it never ran like that. If it would have ever, I mean, you know, I feel like I could have stayed in my 10.0 class and just
Yeah, just
sandbagged
hung a fender on
everybody.
somebody.
So,
Yeah, I wish it was running like that because it would have it'd have been a whole different story. We'd have both been coming away with some money, you know.
yeah.
But I don't know. This is the first time that you've really been in it with it making.
Yeah, it
some
ran
boost.
like that the other night when me and Mom drove it,
Yeah.
and it scared the crap out of Mom. She said, I wasn't ready. I said, I wasn't ready. That's the first time it's ever stayed pulling, you know. But it was popping.
It was popping
stuff.
like it did the first time with
Yeah,
us.
just like
It was just, I don't think the fuel up there was right enough for it to
So
make
did you
that
just
kind of boost.
transfer it, or what did
What do you mean?
the fuel after we did that? Did you?
Well, I
transfer?
transferred. Like it was up top, it was just taking out a bunch of fuel because I
Right.
think it was still fat from whenever me and you went and drove it and added all that fuel
Right.
to it. You
Yeah.
know, so like even that last pass, it took out 20% of fuel, up around 19 psi. So yeah, I think it was just fat where it was popping.
Well, we're on to something anyway. And like I say, I don't know. I thought about putting my scoop hood, like our W30 hood, like you got on Pat on there. I thought if nothing else, the air will go in and blow around the motor. It might
Yeah.
help cool it off.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited.
Yeah.
You know, we're on the right track now, so
I know. Now we got to get on Pat, and get it running. We
Yeah.
got some stuff to do to Matt. We need to get his traction bars and stuff on.
yeah, we gotta get everything in tip-top shape for something that we got coming up. So
Yeah. Some big news we can't even talk about.
can't even talk about it yet. So, all right, well, that'll be it for today's video. Hope you like, subscribe, and keep watching, and we'll holler at you later.